We'll start out tonight in the category of Best Small Gerb. And the first contestant in Best Small Gerb is Chris Roth of the Pyrotechnic Artists of Texas. His is a brilliant silver gerb. All these are 1-inch bores. I neglected to mention that they're shot in pairs. Our second competitor is Ron Jansen of the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild, and his entry is transforming gold and silver gerb with colors and crackle. Of the boys in the pyro shed, and his entry is a fierce white gerb ending with a colorful bounce.
Okay. All right, everyone. The next category is Best Beginner Shell. These are shot in pairs, and the first competitor has no affiliation to a club. Ta-da is their name, and it's a 3-inch green shell. Okay, the second competitor is Cody Conway with a yellow brocade 3-inch. Oops, and the affiliation is Northeast Ohio Pyrotechnics. Okay, the next competitor is Heather Talbot with 3-inch yellow stars. Okay, just wanted to mention a few things. One, all of these are going to be 3-inch, and all were made here during the 3-inch shell building class. So the next competitor is Megan Dixon with Night Music Productions with a green brocade. The next competitor is Eric Skansberg, Night Music Productions. Oh, I'm sorry. Oops, I missed a page. Sorry about that. Okay, the next competitor is really Keely Fawnin, which is often confused. Oh, anyway, with Night Music Productions with a yellow brocade. The next competitor is Eric Skansberg, Night Music Production, Green Stars. The next competitor is Teddy K with a green brocade. And the next competitor is Ted K, not to be confused with Teddy, and that's Yellow Stars. Okay, and the next is Kevin Poole with the Cracker Jacks Green Star Brocade. Next up, John Bickle with the Northeast Ohio Pyrotechnics Group with a yellow brocade. Okay, and our last competitor in this category is Alexander, and I'm sorry if I don't say this correct. I believe it's Sheminov, although it could be Sheminov, with Night Music Productions, Yellow Brocade.
Okay, we have the first results of the night. In Best Small Gerb, the winner is Justin Finch of Lone Dragons. Second is Tom Dimmick of the Boys in the Pyro Shed. Third is Scott Anderson of the Iowa Pyrotechnic Association. Fourth is Ron Jansen of the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild. And fifth is Chris Roth of Pyrotechnic Artists of Texas. Story is Best Small Comet. Actually, before we go to that, we already have the results of Best Beginner Shell. The winner of that is Alexander Chemnev. Alexander Chemnev, however you pronounce it. Congratulations, Alexander.
We're trying.
Of Night Music Productions. Next is Keely Fallman of Night Music Productions. Third is Megan Dixon of Night Music Productions. Congratulations, Night Music Productions, sweet. Fourth place, Kevin Poole of the Cracker Jacks. Fifth is Heather Talbot. Sixth is Cody Conway of Northeast Ohio Pyrotechnics Group. Fourth is Eric Skansberg of Night Music Productions. Seventh is Ted K. Ninth, it's a tie for seventh place between Eric Skansberg and Ted K. Ninth is Tada. 10th is Teddy K, and 11th is John Bickle. Oh, and we already announced that. Yes, we did. We're moving on now to Best Small Comet. And these, again, are shot in pairs. And the first competitor is Chris Roth of the Pyrotechnic Artists of Texas. And his comet is called the Texas Two-Step. Two-color crescent rising gold comet that breaks into 4 brighter pieces. Our next contestant is Robert Banau of Mum Pyrotechnics Group. And his comments are green tip crackling charcoal metal streamer. By the way, all these are 1.25 inch bore. I should say gun size, not bore. Our third contestant is Scott Anderson of the Iowa Pyrotechnic Association, and his comments are silver. Our fourth competitor is Bill Kaler of the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild. His comments are gold with sizzling red star on ascent. Our next competitor is Ocean Williams. His comments are DNA Silver Comet. Our next competitor is Dustin Finch of the Lone Dragons. His comments are extra long tiger tails. Our next competitor is Jerry Kobarecki. He never would have gotten the swimsuit competition anyway. Jerry Kobarecki of the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild, and his comments are gold glitter.
All right, and we're moving on to the next category, which is aerial level 6. And you have to have at least 4 devices here. Our first and unfortunately only competitor in this category, but a wonderful competitor, Ron Jansen with the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild. So his first device is a 10-inch double pedal chrysanthemum, gold glitter to silver to turquoise to white strobing outer stars with chartreuse pistols and a rising effect, or effects. Wow, that was beautiful. Okay, and the next one is a 10-inch double pedal chrysanthemum, gold flitter to magenta to orange strobing outer stars and green strobing pistol pistils with rising effects. Beautiful. Okay, and the next is a 12-inch triple petal chrysanthemum, gold flitter to silver to green strobing outer stars with magenta inner stars and turquoise pistils with rising effects. Well, that was pretty spectacular, I would say. Okay, and his fourth and final shell is a 12-inch triple petal chrysanthemum, gold flitter to silver to red strobing outer stars with turquoise to silver inner stars and green pistils with beautiful rising effects. Well, that was a winner for sure. Fantastic, Ron. You did a great job. Go ahead. Wish we had a few more there, right? Ron, you could have built 6 or 10 of those.
Our next category is Best Large Ball Shell. These are unfortunately not shot in pairs. Our first contestant is Robert Bunau. I want to make sure I pronounce it correctly. I want to make sure I pronounce his name correctly, of the Moon Pyrotechnics group. I know, it's Moon. His first shell is an 8-inch Nikishi Komoro to silver flitter to white outer petal with a green inner petal and a red pistol. Robert's second entry is another 8-inch Nikishi Komoro to green with a crackle core outer petal with a red and green inner petal. Our next competitor is Kim Lockhart of the Iowa Pyrotechnic Association. And their first entry is an 8-inch double petal purple to gold glitter with a green inner petal with rising tail. Kim's next shell is another 8-inch double petal silver willow to blue with a red inner petal with rising tail. Our next competitor They
She
even
does
put a
look
sign.
good
They
in
even put a
bikini.
sign up in front of these saying competitor.
She does. She can do a
Jeannie,
bikini.
Jeannie Ubing of the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild. She has 3 shells. The first is an 8-inch double petal chrysanthemum with color changing outer petal stars of blonde streamer to blue to green to shimmer, with an inner petal of red with a rising tail. Her next shell is an 8-inch ball shell. It's a Saturn shell with green to shimmer planet and 2 rings of white streamer stars with a rising tail. And Jeannie's last shell is an 8-inch ball shell, blonde streamer to blue to green to shimmer, a chrysanthemum with a red pistil and a rising tail. Okay, our next competitor is Dustin Finch of the Lone Dragons. Sorry, Dustin. In his shell, he has an 8-inch shell of magenta and silver streamer peony with whistling serpents and a tiger rising tail. Our next competitor is Ron Jansen of the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild. Ron has 3 shells for us. The first is an 8-inch chartreuse to blue peony with gold strobing pistils with rising effects. In the meantime, we can read you some results. In Best Small Comet, the winner is Ocean Williams. Second place is Chris Roth of the Pyrotechnic Artists of Texas. Third is Jerry Kobarecki of the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild. Fourth is Robert Benau of Mum Pyrotechnics Group. Fifth is Bill Kaler of the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild. Sixth is Dustin Finch of Lone Dragons. And 7th is Scott Anderson of the Iowa Pyrotechnic Association. And needless to say, usually we don't announce the winner when there's only one contestant, but Ron Jansen deserves it after that series of shells. In area level 6, Ron Jansen of the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild. Very high score. Okay, speaking of Ron Jansen of the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild, he is the next competitor in Best Large Ball Shell. His first entry is an 8-inch chartreuse to blue peony with gold strobing pistils with rising effects. Right now, they're discussing that they think that may have been Ron's second or third shell. So that was his second shell, which I'll read that description again from what you saw. It was a Saturn shell with 4 color rings, red, green, yellow, blue, with aqua to gold strobing planet with rising effects. Okay, we seem to have mixed up which mortar is which, and Ron has 3 shells, so I'm gonna read the description of the next 2, and then they'll judge it the way, they're pretty different in description, so it should go okay. We'll go back to the first one, which was a chartreuse to blue peony with gold strobing pistols with rising effects. Shell number 3 is a special Saturn shell with double intersecting red and green rings with chartreuse to gold strobing planet and with rising effects. So that was obviously a Saturn shell. So still the shell, Ron's shell number 1. We want to make sure that the judges want to make sure that they score these fairly, even though they didn't go in the right order. So I'll describe the last shell again. Chartreuse to blue peony with gold strobing of pistols with rising effects. That's the 3rd time I've announced it. There'll be a quiz at the end of the night.
That was chartreuse and a peony.
Okay, our next competitor is Okay, it's going to take a few minutes for the judges to get this straightened out in terms of which one they're judging on the computer. So give us a minute or 2. All right, and we're ready for our next competitor, Bruce Boonstra. Bruce has an 8-inch shell, which is a Komoro to red outer petal and a red to white inner petal. But wait, there's more. Bruce has a second shell. This one's another 8-inch Komoro to red with twinkling pistol. Our 7th and final competitor in this category is Chris Roth of the Pyrotechnic Artists of Texas. His first shell, he has 3 shells for us. His first is an 8-inch silver rising tail, the triple petal burst, with a white inner petal, outer and middle petals of dark to color. His next shell is another 8-inch gold rising tail to triple petal burst, fast color changing petals. And Chris's final shell, and the final shell of this category, is another 8-inch Cosmos. That's in quotations. It's a silver rising comet to transition burst Red planet with silver ring, transitioning to red sun, ending as exploding star.
Okay, so we're moving on to our next category, Best Large Class C Display. We have two competitors. Our first competitor is Eliza Jane Muzzy of the Midlands Pyrotechnic Association. And this one's called Give Me That Fire. Okay, so one thing I wanted to clarify is there are three categories in Class C. We have the small, and the difference between the small, the large, and the unlimited is the small has one position, the large has 3 positions, and unlimited is unlimited, exactly. I think that's really good clarification. And our next competitor is Ellery Ho, and his show is a show set to horrible music. There you go. I know, we gotta let the smoke go, but we have the results from the best large ball shell with Ron Jansen as the winner from the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild. Coming in second is Chris Roth. Coming in third, Ron Jansen. Fourth, Chris Roth. Fifth, Ron Jansen. Sixth, Chris Roth. 7, Jeannie Ubing. 8, Jeannie Ubing. 9 and 10, Bruce Boonstra. 11, Robert Banau. 12, Jeannie Ubing. 13, Robert Banau. 14, Dustin Finch. And 15, 16, Kim Lockard. Okay, and best large Class C. The winner is Ellery Ho, and coming in second is Eliza, who also did an amazing job. That was really great. Both of them were really super fantastic.
Okay, we're going to be moving on to aerial level 3. We're going to wait a few minutes for the smoke to clear, to be fair to these nice shells coming up. Okay, aerial level 3. We're going to go ahead because I think the shells are going to break above that smoke. Our first competitor is Steve Lair of the Iowa Pyrotechnic Association, and there are 4 devices here. And his first entry is a 6-inch red stars with 2 rings of reports. Steve's next device is Farfalla with blue stars. Farfalla, not to be mixed up with Farfalla, which makes me hungry. It's a 6-inch. Okay, my apologies to Steve actually for his shell, for my levity on his shell. His next shell is 1-inch crescent stars. This is a 6-inch shell. All right, Steve's last shell is a 2-break 5-inch cylinder shell with rising effect. Break 1 is red stars, break 2 are gold strobe stars. Our next competitor is Matthew Bruce of the Fireworks Cookbook. He has 4 devices. I believe that's what's required. And his first shell is a 6-inch fuchsia to red to green peony. His next shell is a 6-inch tiger willow with a green to yellow ring. His next shell is a 6-inch tiger willow to green. And Matthew's final shell is a 6-inch tiger willow to strobe.
Okay, and we're moving right along here. We're moving into Best Small Girandola. Our first competitor, and these are, one device a competitor. So the first one is Chris Roth. It is called Mardi Gras. It is a flight of 3 sequential 17-inch girandolas, each with 8 silver 1-pound vertical drivers. The first dola ending with purple bouquet, second with green, and third with gold. He did not lie, did he? Okay, our next competitor is Terry Falk with a 22-inch outside diameter girandola, 12 1-pound charcoal drivers, 4 horizontal drivers, and finishing with variegated color brakes. Oh yes, and he's with the Midland Pyrotechnic Association. Once again, great description. All right, and our last competitor is Steve Lair. He has a 24-inch diameter using 12 1-pound drivers with gold sparks, breaking glass glitter pods on ascent with gold strobe stars halfway through flight, ending with crosshead headers. Let's see it. All right. What's that? Yep, got it. Okay, so that completes this Best Small Girandola. Pretty great. And we have the winner of Aerial Level 3. The winner is Matthew Bruce. Great job, Matt. And coming in second is Steve Lair. Close? Yeah, it is a close second.
Okay, Aaron. We also have results for the Best Small Girandola, for those who didn't want to wait too long. The winner is Chris Roth of the Pyrotechnic Artists of Texas. Second place is Terry Falk of the Midlands Pyrotechnic Association. And third is Steve Lair of the Iowa Pyrotechnic Association. Our next category is Best Medium Cylinder Shell. Unfortunately, we only have one competitor there, and that's Scott Anderson from Iowa Pyrotechnic Association. And his shell is a 5-inch lavender green tail and effect. These are shot in pairs. That's all, folks.
Okay, and we're now moving to area level 2. And we have 2 competitors here, each with 4 devices. The first competitor is Dustin Finch, and his first shell is a 4-inch bright white peony tiger rising tail. His second shell is a 4-inch green chrysanthemum with charcoal streamers and yellow rising effect. His third device is a 4-inch timed reports. And his final shell is a 3-inch palm tree. Okay, our next competitor is Deb Lair with the Iowa Pyrotechnic Association with 4 devices, all are 4-inch. Her first shell is a 4-inch double petal outer fuchsia inner gold strobe ball shell. Her second shell is a variegated go-getter, and it's a 4-inch cylinder shell. Her third shell is a 5-point star with magenta stars, and this is also a cylinder. Very nice. Okay, and her final shell is a 4-inch cylinder shell, farfalle with blue stars.
Okay, we now move on to Best Small Mine. These are shot in pairs. And the first competitor is Tom Dimmick from the Boys in the Pyro Shed. And his mine is a 3-inch rainbow mine. Our next competitor is Ron Jansen of the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild. He's got a 4-inch patriotic 3-stage mine, red, white, and you can guess the third color yourself. Our next competitor is Dustin Finch of the Lone Dragons. His mine is a 3-inch charcoal tiger tail mine. Our next competitor is Bruce Boonstra, and he has a 4-inch layered mine, silver to green to blooming flowers. Our next competitor. I feel like you're going to come out of the stands with torches and pitchforks. Our next competitor is Ocean Williams, and he has a 4-inch mine he calls the Haunted Manor. Ghoulish green stars, a silver farfale. You know, in Wyoming we call that the farfella, that farfella over there. Ghost and long phantom green strobe inserts, poopadels. Pink strobe inserts, poopadels. Our next competitor is Bill Kaler of the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild. He has a 4-inch gold, purple, green, and red stars with 2 sizes of hummers. And Bill was the final competitor in that category.
Okay, so we're coming to our last category for the evening. I want to say a couple things. One, the lines will be open tonight. Vendors, Class C, and the next category is Best Large Gerb. But hang around for a moment. We have a memorial shell for our dear friend Charlie Anderson. I'll be telling you a little bit more about that after this competition, but hang around so you can see a beautiful shell after that. I've also got some results here. We've got aerial level 2, Deb Lair was number 1, and number 2, Dustin Finch. Very close together. The scores were very close. Best small mine, Bill Kaler is the winner. Ron Jansen, number 2. Bruce Boonstra, 3. Ocean Williams, 4. Dustin Finch, 5, and Tom Dimmick, 6. Is that it? You got them all? Okay. And then we're going to Best Large Gerb. Tom Dimmick is the first competitor. They're all 2-inch. It's a fierce white gerb ending with colorful bounce. Our next competitor is Chris Roth with a 3-stage gerb, gold to silver. Our next competitor is Scott Anderson of the Iowa Pyrotechnic Association. I forgot to mention who Chris was with, but I think we know. pyrotechnic artist of Texas. Red glitter for Scott Anderson. Okay, the next competitor is Ron Jansen, transforming gold and silver gerb with color and crackle. Okay, our next competitor is Jerry Kovarecki, a golden firefly gerb, changing to silver at the end. The display is accented by crackling stars and seven colored stars: maroon, turquoise, peach, aqua, magenta, chartreuse, and blue. And he's with the Wisconsin Pyro Arts Guild. Wow, I saw all the colors. Okay, and our final entry is Dustin Finch. He has an orange and red fountain with magnum titanium finish.